I made a video a while back, talking about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford's bodywork. I was trying to compare them, and I just couldn't. I just was trying to figure out which one of them had the best bodywork, and because both of them were just so damn good when it comes to the body. But then after I watched a couple more fights, watched Errol Spence fight Danny Garcia. I watched Terence Crawford fight Kell Brook. I gotta say Errol Spence definitely got the best body work, man. Out of between him and Crawford, it's definitely Errol Spence. What I want to talk about here is head movement, because in the past, even today, you'll see comments and people saying, "Well, Errol Spence doesn't have good head movement. He doesn't know how to move his head." And my answer and my question for these people is this: where did you get that from? Let's compare Errol Spence and Terence Crawford's head movement. All right, now we can gauge it off of their last fights, their last performances. Let's just talk about the last performances. Got Terence Crawford against Kell Brook. Look at Terence Crawford's eye at the end of that fight. I've never seen Crawford's eye like that. I've never seen it that bad. He was getting peppered with that jab from Kell Brook for the whole fight. And even when he was switch hitting, it looked like Kell Brook was catching him when he was switching from southpaw as well. He was catching him. The eye proves it. Let's look at Errol Spence fight against Danny Garcia. Danny was catching Errol with some shots, but this is boxing. But a lot of shots he wasn't catching Errol with. Look at Errol's face at the end of that fight. Hardly a scratch on him. Okay? Now, sorry guys, these people in Virginia, man. Yo, would you get off my ass, bro? Get off my ass. God damn. Yo, these people, man, if you're driving through Virginia, be careful, man. These are the most terrible drivers, dude. I mean, for real. These dudes will drive behind a truck like zombies and won't move. It's just ridiculous out here, man. But anyway, back to the subject, man. This shit throwing me off, but I'm gonna keep it recording. I ain't stopping. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Errol Spence was evading a lot of punches from Danny Garcia. Now he might not have that head movement like Mike Tyson. He might not have all of that, but he can move his head. He definitely has head movement and upper body movement. Now let's analyze Terence Crawford's fight with Kell Brook versus Kell Brook's fight with Errol Spence. Now, I'm gonna go out and say this. I would say Kell Brook was catching Terence Crawford more with his jab than he was catching Errol Spence in their fight. Again, the eye proved it. Errol Spence, I believe he may have had maybe a little swelling somewhere. I gotta go back and look at it. But Terence Crawford's eye was damn near split open, man. His shit was like flesh. But then they say Terence Crawford got all this amazing head movement, and I'm watching him walk in the shots. And I'm like, where's the head movement? I'm watching him walk in the shots. And listen, by me seeing these two and comparing and contrasting this, I can get a better idea now of how a fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence would go, and how their faces would end up looking. And I'm going to say this, I guarantee you this, Errol Spence's face is not going to look, Terence Crawford is going to have knots, scrapes, he's going to have bruises, his eye probably going to be closed up. Look what Danny Garcia, Danny Garcia don't move as well as Terence Crawford. Well, I mean, shit, man. Look at Terence Crawford. Look how he's moving against Kell Brook. He wasn't doing the most fluid movements. Or it's either that or is Kell Brook just that good? Either way, I'm going to have to say Errol Spence has the better head movement between him and Terence Crawford, man. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but like I said, I had to analyze and look at things, and I'm taking it as Errol Spence definitely has better body work and better upper body movement. So this is leading me to sway towards Errol Spence winning that fight. If they ever fight and I make a official prediction video, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a couple of fights before that ever happens, if it ever happens. And I'm gonna have to really lean more towards Errol Spence. You know, before I was leaning towards Crawford. You know, watching it, I'm like, oh, you know, Crawford's his footwork, he switch hit. Yo, man, I think Errol Spence is underrated, bro. I think he's underrated. I think his defense is underrated. I got him beating Bud, man. I do. I got him beating Bud to a 12 round. I don't know. I don't see him. I've seen Bud hurt to the body. I've watched Errol Spence get rocked by Larte. I watched Bud get rocked by Gamboa. You know, I'm not sure if Gamboa and Larte were on the same playing field power-wise. But look at how Terence Crawford handled that punch. And look how Errol Spence took his. I've never seen Errol Spence spaghetti leg yet. So right there, all of these factors, and you know, this is early on, man. And he was younger. So I'm factoring all these things in, man, and it's looking like, man, to me, Terence Crawford is going to give Errol a good fight, but I don't see him winning that fight, man, against Errol. Let me know what you think. Get back to me and like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one.